Have you ever felt like life is just happening to you with no control over your destiny? What if I told you that everything around you, your relationships, your job, your bank account, is actually a reflection of what's inside you? This isn't some magic trick. It's a powerful idea called the mirror principle, and it has the potential to completely change your life. Think about it for a second. What if the world you see every day is just showing you who you are on the inside? It's like looking in a mirror, but instead of seeing your face, you're seeing your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings played out in real life. Sounds pretty wild, right? But stay with me, because understanding this principle could be the key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of. Now you might be thinking, if life is just reflecting what's inside me, why isn't it perfect? Well, that's where things get really interesting. The mirror principle isn't about snapping your fingers and instantly changing everything. It's about understanding the deep connection between your inner world and the outer world, and learning how to use that connection to create real, lasting change. Let's get real for a moment. How many times have you tried to change something in your life? Maybe lose weight, make more money, or find the perfect relationship, only to end up right back where you started. It's frustrating, right? But here's the thing. If you're only trying to change things on the outside without changing what's going on inside you, it's like trying to fix a broken machine by just giving it a new paint job. It might look better for a while, but the underlying problems are still there. This is where the mirror principle really shines. It teaches us that if we want to see real, lasting change in our lives, we need to start with ourselves. It's not about blaming yourself for everything that's wrong in your life. It's about realizing that you have the power to shape your reality by changing how you think, feel, and behave. Think about it like this. If you believe deep down that you're not worthy of success, the world will keep reflecting that belief back to you. You might miss opportunities, sabotage your own efforts, or attract people who don't value you. But if you can change that inner belief, if you can truly see yourself as worthy and capable, the world will start to reflect that back to you instead. This isn't just positive thinking or wishful dreaming. It's about making a fundamental shift in how you see yourself and the world around you. And when you make that shift, everything else starts to fall into place. So how does this mirror principle actually work? Imagine you're standing in front of a giant mirror that shows not just your physical reflection, but everything in your life. This mirror doesn't judge or have opinions. It simply reflects back what you put in front of it. Now, the tricky part is that this mirror isn't just reflecting your conscious thoughts or the things you say out loud. It's reflecting everything. Your deepest beliefs, your hidden fears, your secret hopes and dreams. Even the things you might not want to admit to yourself. Here's an example. Let's say you've always wanted to start your own business, but every time you try, something seems to go wrong. You might look at the mirror of your life and see failure, obstacles, and disappointment. But what if those aren't just random bad luck? What if they're reflecting back some hidden belief you have that you're not cut out to be an entrepreneur, or that success is for other people but not for you? The good news is, once you understand this principle, you can start to use it to your advantage. Instead of just reacting to what you see in the mirror of your life, you can start to consciously choose what you want to see reflected back. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about taking a good, honest look at what's going on inside you and understanding how it's shaping your outer world. When you do this, you start to see patterns and connections you never noticed before. You begin to understand why certain things keep happening in your life, and more importantly, how you can change them. The mirror principle isn't about blaming yourself for everything that happens to you. Life is complex, and there are always factors outside our control. But it is about recognizing the incredible power you have to shape your own reality. It's about understanding that your inner world, your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes, is the foundation for everything you experience in the outer world. When you really get this, it's like finding a secret superpower you never knew you had. Suddenly, you're not just a passive observer of your life, but an active creator. You start to see opportunities where before you only saw obstacles. You begin to attract people and experiences that align with your true self, not just your old habits and fears. But here's the thing. Understanding the mirror principle is just the first step. To really make it work for you, you need to know how to use it. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. We're going to dive into the practical steps you can take to start reshaping your inner world and, as a result, transform your outer reality. Get ready, because we're about to embark on a journey that could change everything. We're going to explore the 4 key principles that will help you master the mirror of reality and create the life you've always wanted. Whether you're looking to improve your relationships, boost your career, find more happiness, or achieve any other goal, these principles will give you the tools you need to make it happen. So, are you ready to take control of your life's reflection? Are you ready to step into your power as the creator of your own reality? Let's dive in and discover how you can use the mirror principle to transform your life from the inside out. Now that we understand the basic idea behind the mirror principle, let's dive into the 4 key concepts that will help you put it into practice. These aren't just theoretical ideas. They're practical tools you can start using right away to reshape your reality. The first key to understanding the mirror principle is realizing that what you see reflected back at you is based on 2 main things: how you see yourself and how you see the world around you. Let's start with your relationship with yourself. How do you really feel about who you are? Do you believe you're capable, worthy, and deserving of good things? Or do you often doubt yourself, feel like you're not good enough, or think you don't deserve success? Here's the thing. Whatever you believe about yourself, the mirror of reality will reflect that back to you. If you believe you're not good at making money, guess what? You'll probably struggle financially. If you think you're not lovable, you might find yourself in unfulfilling relationships or alone. But it's not just about you. Your relationship with the world around you is equally important. Do you see the world as a friendly place full of opportunities, or as a hostile environment where you have to fight for everything you get? Do you believe good things happen to you, or that you're always unlucky? Again, whatever you believe about the world, that's what you'll tend to see reflected back at you. If you believe the world is against you, you'll notice all the times things go wrong and overlook the times things work out. If you believe opportunities are everywhere, you'll start noticing chances to grow and succeed that you might have missed before. Take a few minutes to write down how you really feel about yourself and the world. Be honest. No one else needs to see this. Look at areas like your abilities, your worth, your potential for success, and how you think the world treats you. Now look at your life. Can you see how these beliefs might be shaping what you experience? For example, if you wrote that you're not good enough, can you see how that might be holding you back in your career or relationships? The goal isn't to judge yourself, but to start noticing these connections. Once you see how your inner beliefs are shaping your outer reality, you can start to change them. Try this. Choose one belief about yourself or the world that you'd like to change. Maybe it's, "I'm not good at making money," or "The world is a tough place where I always struggle." Now, write down a new belief that you'd like to have instead. Something like, "I'm capable of creating financial abundance," or "The world is full of opportunities for me to succeed." For the next week, try to catch yourself whenever the old belief pops up. When it does, gently remind yourself of the new belief you want to have. It might feel strange at first, but stick with it. Remember, you're reprogramming the mirror of your reality. Now, here's something crucial to understand about the mirror principle. There's often a delay between when you change something inside yourself and when you see that change reflected in your outer world. This delay can be frustrating. You might start changing your thoughts and beliefs, but not see immediate results in your life. This is where a lot of people give up, thinking it's not working. But understanding this delay is key to successfully using the mirror principle. Think of it like this. If you're steering a big ship, it doesn't turn on a dime. When you turn the wheel, it takes some time for the ship to change direction. Your life is like that ship. When you start changing your inner world, it takes some time for your outer world to catch up. This delay happens for a couple of reasons. First, our physical world is denser and moves more slowly than our thoughts. While you can change a thought instantly, it takes time for that new thought to create new actions, which then create new circumstances in your life. Second, we often have layers of old beliefs and habits that need to be worked through. You might change a surface thought, but there could be deeper beliefs still at work beneath the surface. Be patient. Don't expect overnight miracles. Give your new thoughts and beliefs time to take root and create change. Look for small signs. While big changes might take time, you'll often start seeing small signs that things are shifting. Maybe you'll have a positive interaction related to your new belief, or notice an opportunity you might have missed before. Stay consistent. Keep affirming your new beliefs and acting in alignment with them, even if you don't see results right away. Trust the process. Remember, just because you can't see the change yet doesn't mean it's not happening. Trust that your inner work is creating ripples that will eventually show up in your outer world. Try this exercise. Think of a change you want to make in your life. Now, instead of focusing on the end result, break it down into smaller steps or signs that would show you're moving in the right direction. For example, if you want to improve your finances, a small sign might be finding $1 on the street, or having an unexpected discount on a purchase. Start looking for and celebrating these small signs. They're proof that your inner changes are starting to reflect in your outer world. This third key is absolutely crucial to making the mirror principle work for you. Remember, the mirror of reality doesn't judge, it simply reflects. So if you're constantly focusing on what you don't want, guess what? You'll keep seeing more of that in your life. It's like if you stand in front of a mirror and focus on a pimple on your face. The more you stare at it, the bigger it seems to get. You might even start noticing other flaws you hadn't seen before. But if you focus on your best features instead, suddenly you start feeling and looking better. The same principle applies to your life. If you're always complaining about your job, your relationship, or your financial situation, you're actually giving more energy and attention to those problems. The mirror of reality says, "Oh, that's what you're focusing on? Here's more of that." Instead, you need to train yourself to focus on what you do want. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means shifting your energy and attention towards the positive outcomes you want to create. Catch yourself complaining. Start noticing when you're focusing on what you don't want. Are you constantly talking about how much you hate your job, how you never have enough money, how you can't find a good relationship? Flip it around. Whenever you catch yourself focusing on what you don't want, immediately ask yourself, so what do I want instead? If you're complaining about your job, ask yourself what kind of job you'd love to have. Get specific about what you want. Don't just think in vague terms like, "I want to be happy," or "I want more money." Get really clear and specific. What exactly would make you happy? How much money do you want? And what would you do with it? Visualize and feel it. Once you know what you want, spend time each day visualizing it and, more importantly, feeling how it would feel to have it. Remember, the mirror of reality reflects your inner state. So the more you can embody the feeling of already having what you want, the more you'll see it reflected in your life. Take inspired action. As you focus on what you want, you'll start getting ideas or feeling drawn to take certain actions. Follow these inspirations. They're often the universe, or your higher self, guiding you towards your desires. For the next week, commit to a complaint fast. Anytime you find yourself about to complain or focus on something you don't want, stop yourself. Instead, immediately state what you do want. For example, instead of saying, "I hate being stuck in traffic," you might say, "I love arriving at my destination safely and on time." Instead of, "I never have enough money," try, "I'm excited about the abundance flowing into my life." At first, this might feel awkward or even silly, but stick with it. You're literally rewiring your brain to focus on the positive, and in doing so, you're changing the image you're projecting onto the mirror of reality. Remember, what you focus on expands. By consistently directing your attention towards what you want, you're telling the mirror of reality, "This is what I want to see more of in my life." And bit by bit, you'll start to see your outer world shifting to match your new positive focus. Key 4, the mirror cycle, becoming a co-creator of your reality. Now we come to the fourth and perhaps most powerful key of the mirror principle, understanding and manipulating the mirror cycle. This is where you truly step into your role as a co-creator of your reality. Most people are stuck in a reactive cycle with reality. They observe what's happening in their lives, form beliefs based on those observations, and then see those beliefs reflected back to them, reinforcing the cycle. It's like being stuck in a loop, always reacting to what life throws at you. But here's the exciting part. You can flip this cycle around and use it to consciously create the reality you want. Instead of starting with observation, you start with the image you want to project. Here's how it works. Choose your image. Instead of reacting to what's around you, decide what you want to see in your life. This is where you use your imagination and vision to create a clear picture of your desired reality. Embody that image. This is crucial. You need to not just think about your desired reality, but feel it, believe it, and act as if it's already true. This is where many people struggle, but it's the key to making this work. Project that image. Consistently hold that image in your mind and heart. This is about more than just positive thinking. It's about aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desired reality. Look for confirmation. Instead of looking for evidence that supports your old beliefs, actively seek out signs that your new reality is manifesting. This is where you start to see the mirror reflecting back your new image. Reinforce and adjust. As you see signs of your new reality manifesting, celebrate them and use them to strengthen your belief. If things aren't manifesting as quickly as you'd like, adjust your image or how you're embodying it. Choose one area of your life you'd like to change. It could be your career, relationships, health, or anything else. Now spend some time really imagining how you want this area of your life to look. Be as detailed as possible. Once you have a clear image, start your day by spending a few minutes imagining this new reality. Really feel what it would be like to be living this reality. Then, throughout your day, look for any signs, no matter how small, that this reality is starting to manifest. Maybe you overhear a conversation related to your goal, or you have an idea that could move you closer to it. At the end of each day, write down any signs or experiences that aligned with your desired reality. This helps reinforce the cycle and trains your mind to look for positive evidence. Remember, this isn't about denying your current reality or pretending problems don't exist. It's about choosing where to put your focus and energy. By consciously choosing the image you project onto the mirror of reality, you're taking an active role in shaping your life experience. Now that we've explored the 4 keys of the mirror principle, let's talk about how to apply this in your daily life. Remember, this isn't just a theoretical concept. It's a practical tool for transformation. Here are some steps to help you bring the mirror principle to life. Start with self-awareness. The first step is to become more aware of your current thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. Throughout your day, pause and check in with yourself. What are you thinking about? How are you feeling? What beliefs are driving your actions? Identify limiting beliefs. Look for recurring thoughts or beliefs that might be holding you back. These often show up as, I can't, I'm not good enough, or it's too hard. Write these down as you notice them. Reframe your thoughts. For each limiting belief you identify, create a positive alternative. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I'll never be successful, reframe it to, I am capable of achieving great success. Visualize your desired reality. Spend time each day visualizing the life you want to create. Make it as vivid and detailed as possible. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, smell, and taste in this new reality? Act as if. Start behaving as if your desired reality is already true. How would you carry yourself if you were already successful, healthy, or in a loving relationship? embody those qualities in your daily life. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful way to shift your focus to the positive. Each day, list at least 3 things you're grateful for. This helps train your mind to look for the good in your life. Take inspired action. As you work with the mirror principle, you'll likely feel inspired to take certain actions. Follow these inspirations. They're often the universe guiding you towards your goals. Be patient and persistent. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and the process. Consistency is key. Keep working with these principles even if you don't see immediate results. Celebrate small wins. Notice and celebrate even small signs that your reality is changing. This reinforces the positive cycle and encourages further change. Adjust as needed. If you're not seeing the results you want, don't get discouraged. Instead, look at how you might adjust your approach. Are your visualizations clear enough? Are you fully embodying the feeling of your desired reality? Create a new reality journal. Each day, write about your life as if your desired changes have already happened. Write in the present tense, describing in detail how you feel, what you're doing, and what's happening in this new reality. For example, if you're working on improving your financial situation, you might write, "I am so grateful for the abundance in my life. I wake up feeling secure and excited about my financial future. My business is thriving, and I'm easily able to pay all my bills and save for the future. I love being able to donate to causes I care about and treat my loved ones to special experiences." Do this exercise for at least 21 days. As you write, really allow yourself to feel the emotions of living this new reality. This exercise helps to reprogram your subconscious mind and align your energy with your desired reality. Remember, the mirror principle is not about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about understanding the power of your inner world to shape your outer experiences. By consciously choosing your thoughts, beliefs, and focus, you're taking an active role in creating your life experience. To really bring the mirror principle to life, let's look at some real-world examples of how it can work. These stories illustrate how shifting your inner world can create profound changes in your outer reality. Sarah had always dreamed of starting her own business, but she was stuck in a job she disliked, believing she didn't have what it took to be an entrepreneur. Every day, she'd go to work feeling frustrated and trapped. Then, Sarah learned about the mirror principle. She realized that her belief in her inability to succeed was being reflected back to her in her unfulfilling job. She decided to change her inner image. Sarah started visualizing herself as a successful business owner. She wrote in her journal every day about her thriving business. She began to act more confidently at work, taking on leadership roles in projects. She also started attending networking events and business workshops in her free time. At first, nothing seemed to change, but Sarah kept at it, trusting the process. Then, small things started happening. A colleague asked for her advice on a project. She was invited to speak at a local business event. These small wins boosted her confidence. 3 months into her practice, Sarah was offered a promotion at work to a role that would give her valuable skills for running a business. 6 months later, she launched her side business. Within a year, her business was successful enough for her to leave her job and pursue it full-time. Sarah's story shows how changing your inner beliefs and consistently acting in alignment with your desired reality can lead to significant outer changes. The health transformation. John had struggled with his weight for years. He'd tried every diet and exercise program out there, but nothing seemed to work. He saw himself as inherently unhealthy and believed losing weight was impossible for him. After learning about the mirror principle, John realized his negative self-image and beliefs about his health were being reflected back to him in his physical body. He decided to change his inner image. Instead of focusing on losing weight, John started to see himself as a healthy, active person. He visualized himself enjoying exercise, eating nutritious foods, and feeling energetic. He wrote affirmations like, "I am healthy and strong, and I love taking care of my body." At first it felt like he was lying to himself, but John persisted. He started making small changes, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, choosing water over soda. He noticed he felt a little better each day. As he continued to work with the mirror principle, John found himself naturally drawn to healthier foods. He started enjoying walks in the park. Without forcing himself, he was making healthier choices. Over time, these small changes added up. Within 6 months, John had lost 30 pounds. More importantly, he felt energetic and healthy for the first time in years. His success wasn't just about the weight loss. It was about transforming his relationship with his body and health. Emma had a history of difficult relationships. She often felt unappreciated and taken for granted by her partners. Deep down, she believed she didn't deserve love and that relationships were always hard work. When Emma learned about the mirror principle, she realized her beliefs about relationships were being reflected back to her in her experiences. She decided to change her inner image of relationships. Emma started to visualize herself in a loving, supportive relationship. She wrote about the kind of partner she wanted to attract and how she wanted to feel in a relationship. She also worked on loving and appreciating herself more. As she worked on her inner world, Emma noticed small changes. She started setting better boundaries in her friendships. She felt more confident in social situations. She even started enjoying her own company more. A few months into her practice, Emma met someone new. Unlike her previous relationships, this one felt easy and supportive. She realized she was attracting a different kind of partner because she had changed her inner beliefs about relationships and her own worth. These stories illustrate a crucial point about the mirror principle. The outer changes often start small. You might not see a complete transformation overnight. But as you consistently work on your inner world, you'll start noticing small shifts in your outer reality. These small shifts build momentum over time, leading to bigger changes. Remember, everyone's journey with the mirror principle is unique. Your changes might come quickly in some areas and more slowly in others. The key is to trust the process and keep working on aligning your inner world with the reality you want to create. Q&A, common questions about spiritual awakening and manifestation. As we dive deeper into the mirror principle and its connection to spiritual awakening and manifestation, you might find yourself with some questions. Let's address some of the most common ones to help clarify these concepts further. Q. What exactly is spiritual awakening? A. Spiritual awakening is a process of becoming more aware of your true nature beyond your physical body and ego. It's like waking up from a dream and realizing there's more to reality than you previously thought. This awakening often involves a shift in perspective, increased self-awareness, and a deeper connection to something greater than yourself. Q. How do I know if I'm going through a spiritual awakening? A. Signs of spiritual awakening can vary, but common experiences include feeling more connected to nature and other living beings, questioning long-held beliefs, and seeking deeper meaning in life, experiencing synchronicities or meaningful coincidences, feeling a sense of inner peace or purpose, becoming more intuitive or sensitive to energy, desiring to make positive changes in your life and the world. Remember, everyone's journey is unique, so you might not experience all these signs, or you might experience others not listed here. Q. How does the mirror principle relate to spiritual awakening? A. The mirror principle is closely tied to spiritual awakening because it helps us understand the connection between our inner world and our outer reality. As we awaken spiritually, we become more aware of how our thoughts, beliefs, and energy are reflected in our experiences. This awareness allows us to take more conscious control of our reality. Q. What is manifestation and how does it work? A. Manifestation is the process of bringing something into your physical reality through your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. It's based on the idea that everything is energy, including our thoughts, and that like attracts like. When you align your energy, through your thoughts, feelings, and actions, with what you want to create, you're more likely to attract or manifest those things in your life. Q. Can anyone learn to manifest? A. Yes, anyone can learn to manifest. It's a natural ability we all have, but most of us haven't been taught how to use it consciously. Like any skill, it takes practice and patience to get better at it. The key is to start small, stay consistent, and believe in the process. Q. Why don't my manifestations always work? A. There could be several reasons. 1. Limiting beliefs. You might have underlying beliefs that conflict with what you're trying to manifest. 2. Lack of alignment. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions might not be fully aligned with your desire. 3. Attachment to outcomes. Being too focused on a specific outcome can create resistance. 4. Timing. Sometimes things need to align in ways we can't see or control. 5. Higher purpose. What you're trying to manifest might not be in line with your higher purpose or greatest good. Q. How can I improve my manifestation skills? A. Here are some tips. 1. Get clear on what you want. 2. Align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desire. 3. Practice visualization and feel the emotions of already having what you want. 4th, let go of attachment to outcomes. 5. Take inspired action. 6. Trust the process and have patience. 7. Practice gratitude for what you already have. Q. Is manifestation the same as positive thinking? A. While positive thinking is a part of manifestation, they're not exactly the same. Manifestation involves aligning your entire being, thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions with what you want to create. It's more comprehensive than just thinking positively. Q. How does spiritual awakening affect my ability to manifest? A. Spiritual awakening often enhances your ability to manifest because it 1. Increases your self-awareness. 2. Helps you align with your true purpose. 3. Strengthens your connection to universal energy. 4. Helps you release limiting beliefs. 5. Enhances your intuition and ability to recognize opportunities. Remember, both spiritual awakening and manifestation are ongoing processes. Be patient with yourself as you explore and grow in these areas. As we near the end of our exploration of the mirror principle, spiritual awakening, and manifestation, let's look at some practical tips to help you on your journey. Meditation is a powerful tool for increasing self-awareness and connecting with your inner self. Start with just 5 to 10 minutes a day and gradually increase the time. There are many different meditation techniques, so experiment to find what works best for you. Writing regularly can help you process your thoughts and emotions, track your progress, and gain insights into your inner world. Try writing about your experiences, dreams, goals, and any synchronicities you notice. Bring more awareness to your daily activities. Whether you're eating, walking, or doing chores, try to be fully present in the moment. This can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings throughout the day. Start or end each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice can shift your focus to the positive and help align you with abundance. Spending time in nature can be deeply grounding and help you feel more connected to the world around you. Try taking regular walks in a park or spending time in your garden. Explore techniques like Reiki, Qigong, or yoga to become more aware of and work with your body's energy. Expose yourself to different spiritual ideas and teachings. This can broaden your perspective and provide inspiration for your journey. Visualize your goals and desires by creating a physical representation. This can be a powerful tool for manifestation. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion. This can help you release limiting beliefs and align with more positive energy. Connect with like-minded individuals who are also on a spiritual journey. This can provide support, inspiration, and opportunities for growth. Remember, your spiritual journey is unique to you. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself, stay open to new experiences, and trust your intuition as you explore these practices. As we wrap up our exploration of the mirror principle, spiritual awakening, and manifestation, it's important to remember that this is just the beginning of your journey. The concepts we've discussed are powerful tools for transformation, but like any tools, their true power lies in how you use them. The mirror principle teaches us that our outer world is a reflection of our inner reality. By understanding this, we gain the power to shape our experiences by changing our thoughts, beliefs, and energy. This isn't about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing our role as co-creators of our experience and taking responsibility for our part in shaping our lives. Spiritual awakening is a process of becoming more aware of our true nature and our connection to something greater than ourselves. It's a journey of self-discovery that can bring profound changes to how we see ourselves and the world around us. Remember, awakening isn't a destination. It's an ongoing process of growth and expansion. Manifestation is the practical application of these spiritual principles. It's about aligning our energy with our desires and allowing them to come into our physical reality. But manifestation isn't just about getting what we want. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts and creates the life we desire. Your inner world shapes your outer reality. Pay attention to your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings. Change is a process. Be patient with yourself and trust the journey. Small steps lead to big changes. Celebrate every bit of progress, no matter how small. Stay open and curious. Your journey may take unexpected turns, and that's okay. Practice self-love and compassion. This journey is about growth, not perfection. Trust your intuition. You have an inner wisdom that can guide you. Take inspired action. Manifestation isn't just about thinking, it's about aligning your actions with your desires. Stay connected. Whether it's to nature, to others on a similar path, or to your own inner self, connection is key to growth. Remember, you are on a unique journey of discovery and transformation. There will be challenges along the way, but there will also be moments of profound insight, joy, and connection. Embrace both with open arms, for they are all part of the beautiful tapestry of your spiritual journey. As you step forward from here, know that you have within you everything you need to create the life you desire. You are powerful beyond measure, capable of incredible transformation, and worthy of all the love, success, and fulfillment you can imagine. So go forth with courage, with an open heart, and with the knowledge that you are the creator of your reality. Your journey of awakening and manifestation is just beginning, and the possibilities are endless. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and watch as the mirror of your reality begins to reflect back to you the magnificent being you truly are.